Hello students, in this lecture we will see elements of cost in cost accounting. First of all, let us see what is cost accounting. It is a process via which we determine the cost of goods and services. It involves the recording, classification, allocation of various expenditures and creating financial statements. This data is generally used in financial accounting. This helps us calculate the cost of the various goods. It also involves a suitable presentation of this data for the purpose of cost control and guidance to the management. It deals with the cost of every unit, job, process, order, service, etc., whichever is applicable, and includes the cost of production, cost of selling, and cost of distribution. Let's see meaning of cost. How does one define with the cost of something? It is the amount to be paid for a good or service or the resources given in the exchange for such goods or service. In commercial terms, the cost is the monetary valuation of the effort, materials, risk, and opportunity cost all put together. Cost is also defined as by the expenditure incurred to produce a given good or service. The cost will be the expenditure that is attributable to something. Value is measured in terms of the unusefulness of the product. The cost is measured strictly in monetary terms. While cost is very generic term, it can be classified further. All cost can be qualified as prime cost, sunk cost, factory cost, direct cost, indirect cost, etc. It is advisable to classify cost as it gives more information about it. Let's see what are the elements of cost. The elements of cost are those elements which constitute the cost of manufacture of a product. We can broadly divide these elements of a cost into three categories. In a manufacturing organization, we convert raw materials into a finished product with the help of labor and other services. These services are material, labor, and expenses. This diagram or chart shows the various elements of cost. The elements of cost are divided basically into three types: material cost, labor cost, and expenses. Material cost are again divided into two types: direct material and indirect material. Labor is again divided into two types: direct labor and indirect labor. Expenses are again bifurcated into two types: direct expenses and indirect expenses. And all the indirect costs are called as overhead, means the indirect material, the indirect labor, and the indirect expenses, all these are termed as overheads. Again, these elements of cost into two categories such as direct material and indirect material, just like we have seen in the diagram: direct labor, indirect labor, direct expense, and indirect expense. We need to add all the direct material, direct labor, and direct expenses to calculate the prime cost. Means prime cost is calculated as addition of direct material, direct labor, and direct expenses. Likewise, we add all the indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect expenses to calculate the overhead cost. Again, we can bifurcate the overhead into four categories. They are factory overhead, administrative overhead, selling overheads, and distribution overheads. Let's see in detail one by one. First is the direct material. It represents the raw material or goods necessary to produce or manufacture a product. Means for producing a product, what are the raw materials required? So the cost of that raw material is called as direct material. So the cost of direct material varies according to the level of output. For example, milk is the direct material of ghee. Second is indirect material. It refers to the material which we require to produce a product, but it is not directly identifiable. It does not form a part of finished product. For example, the use of nails to make a table. Means table is our finished good, but whichever products or whichever parts we are using to produce that product, it is indirect material. So for producing a table, we will require nails. So these nails are indirect material. The cost of indirect material does not vary in the direct proportion of the product. Third is direct labor. It refers to the amount which paid to the workers who are directly engaged in the production of goods. Means whichever worker are engaged in the production process. So the charges paid to that labor is called as direct labor. It varies directly with the level of output. Fourth is indirect labor. It represents the amount paid to the worker who are indirectly engaged in the production of goods. It does not vary directly with the level of output. 5 is direct expenses. It refers to the expenses that are specially incurred by the enterprises to produce a product. The production cannot take place without incurring these expenses, and it varies directly with the level of production. Next type of cost is indirect expenses. It represents the expenses that are incurred by the organization to produce a product. These expenses cannot be easily identified accurately. For example, power expenses for the production of pens. These are indirect expenses. Next is overheads. It refers to all the indirect materials, indirect labors or indirect expenses. We have already seen in the chart that overhead can be considered in terms of indirect material, indirect labor as well as indirect expenses. All these are together come as overhead. Overheads can be having different types like factory overhead, administrative overhead, selling and distribution overhead, etc. Let's see first the factory overhead. Factory overhead or production overhead or work overhead refers to the expenses which a firm incurs in the production area or within factory premises. Indirect material, rent, rates and taxes of factory, canteen expenses, etc. are example of factory overheads. Means factory overheads, all the expenses which are related to factory. These are factory overheads. Next is administration overhead. Administrative or office overhead refers to the expenses which are incurred in connection with the general administration of the organization. Means office related. Salary of administrative staff, postage, telegram, telephone, stationery, etc. all are example of administration overheads. Next is selling overhead. All expenses that a firm incurs in connection with sale and selling overheads. Salary of sales department staff, travelers commission, advertisement, etc. are example of selling overheads. Last is distribution overhead. It represents all the expenses incurred in connection with the delivery or distribution of finished goods and services from the manufacturer to the consumer. Means all the expenses, all the cost which incurred in connection with the delivery and distribution of finished goods. Means you have produced the good, now you want to distribute these goods to the particular supplier. So the distribution overhead which incurred while the distribution of these finished goods and services is called as distribution overheads. Delivery van expenses, loading and unloading, custom duty, the salary of delivery man, all these are example of distribution overhead. Means whichever cost incurred during the distribution of the product to the customer, all these are called as distribution overheads. Thank you for watching.